Yo, what's up guys, it's Goblin here, welcome to this new episode. In today's video, I'm gonna be playing with this miner cycle deck which beat everything in Clash Royale. I'm currently on my secondary account and as you guys can see, I'm exactly at 2k trophies. Why? Because yesterday I uploaded a video on my main channel in Spanish. If you guys want to check it out, even though you don't speak Spanish, I uploaded a video getting to League 10 as you guys can see with this miner deck. It's the only deck I have maxed on my secondary account. So of course it's gonna be the one I'm gonna be maining on this account well I can. Soon the Little Prince is gonna get nerfed, so maybe soon we do need to change one or two cards in this miner deck. But in general, I would like to main miner poison on my secondary account. I think it's a very good deck to main. If you control it well, if you play it well, it's one of the most, if not the most consistent, the most solid deck in the entire game. Okay, looks like our opponent has Flying Machine. Let's go with a miner towards the left side to tank for the wall breaker, just in case he has like a barber or something. In this case, he spends arrows. So Flying Machine plus arrows could be a lot of things, but here I'm more thinking about maybe some kind of lavaloon deck, maybe hoggies with recruits. I guess Flying Machine isn't really that popular in general. So yeah, there you go. There's the recruits. That's exactly what I was thinking. Bomb Tower should do a really good job in this matchup. We still need to watch out because in some situations the Flying Machine can get annoying. Okay, let's go wall breakers here just to keep up the pressure and then also making sure that the recruit doesn't get on top of the tower. And then he goes with Cage. Okay, perfect. I guess I'm just gonna let the Little Prince go. Go with Knight on the left side for the Brawler, and then afterwards have the ability ready. I think the ability here should be pretty annoying for him, especially since he doesn't have the recruits in cycle. In other situations, I wouldn't really recommend going with ability because he would just go recruits after your ability. But I guess in this situation, it's worth it because as you guys can see, Little Prince actually gonna fully take down the Flying Machine, which I guess, is definitely worth it. Okay, let's go with a miner towards the tower. Also, one of the reasons why I already go with miner is to have bomb tower ready, just in case the opponent decided to go with, for example, hoggies, because I guess he's missing hoggies as the win condition. Didn't show them yet, but I'm like 99% sure it's gonna be hoggies. Okay, looks like he again goes with Flying Machine. This time he gives us a really good poison on the left side, so let's go with poison. As soon as the Little Prince walks up a little bit, and then here we can go with our own Little Prince. We can go with some wall breakers and keep elixir for our bomb tower. Okay, looks like he has poison. Interesting that he has poison. I'm not sure if it's gonna be hoggies now after seeing poison. I still think it should be right with like Flying Machine, with recruits and all of that. But it's kind of interesting to see poison in this deck. Usually it's like either barbell arrows or I guess like arrows plus fireball. Okay, so let's go with Goblin split here. Let's go with a poison on the left side to DPS down the Flying Machine as much as we can. And then I guess I will cycle Little Prince in the left lane because I don't really want to give him like any poison value on the right side since he's already going for the right side tower. Okay, let's go Knight here. I guess we can lock the left side as soon as the recruits walk up a little bit. And then let's go split Goblins to predict like high Little Prince. There you go, perfect. Okay, looking pretty solid. I'm actually gonna ability here plus miner. Okay, he also goes with ability. I'm gonna wall breakers to probably force out either Cage or arrows, which should be quite a bit of elixir on his part, and then we can always defend pretty easily with the bomb tower. So we were right, it is gonna be the Royal Hawks. Royal Hawks, of course, as you guys can see, will end up dying pretty fast to the okay, let's wait a little bit. Let's then go with Knight on top of the Little Prince. We'll die pretty fast to the bomb tower, and this should be a pretty easy defense, to be honest. I don't think anything hits. Yeah, nothing hits, so perfect defense there. And then he decides to pressure again with his recruits. Okay, let's go with Little Prince here. Let's go with a miner on defense, I guess. Okay, yeah, I was about to say, I guess he will go with hoggies soon. So let's go with bomb tower. Let's go with goblins. Let's also go with a lock just to make sure we actually defend. We didn't take barely any damage, but anyways, I don't really want to risk it. I just prefer to defend first, and then afterwards maybe go with like minor poisons to end up taking down his tower. Okay, I think here's a good moment to keep up the pressure. He doesn't have arrows in cycle, so this push should basically be impossible for him to defend without taking any damage. I'm just gonna spam the ability button, and then this should be good game. Look at the miner, look at the Little Prince, plus one of the goblins is still alive. And then we can just go with wall breakers here. I don't think he has much elixir right now to defend the Guardian. So as you guys can see, Guardian does look onto the tower, and that's gonna be good game. So let's give it a good game. Pretty good matchup, I would say. You still need to watch out in some situations with like a Flying Machine, maybe like a Little Prince ability. When your cycle's kind of awkward, those cards can get kind of scary in some situations. But as long as you play like calm, as you guys saw, like in many times, I prioritize the defense over going, for example, like offensive. And I tend to never really overcommit, like with, for example, poison on offense or anything. Mainly keeping the poison either for the Flying Machine or Little Prince. Okay, so this guy is gonna be running lavaloon, I think. He also had it in the profile, so many times you can already like tell what deck he's running just from watching their profile. Okay, looks like he has lavaloon with barbarians and goblins. Interesting version. Okay, let's go with Little Prince here. Let's go with goblins. He calls good game. I don't know why he called good game there. I guess he doesn't have anything for the Little Prince, or I don't know. I mean, he's dealing a lot of damage, but it's not gonna be tower down or anything. And I think here we should be able to punish with the Little Prince, because he doesn't have the barbarians yet in cycle, if I'm not wrong. Didn't really pay close attention, but nowhere he already cycled 4 cards. Okay, let's go Knight here. Let's then go, I think, ability. Okay, let's wait a little bit. He goes with Inferno Dragon. I'm gonna go ability, and then afterwards I will probably prediction lock for his goblins. I don't know if he already cycled to his barbarians. I don't think he did, right? Yeah, perfect prediction lock there. Goblins will go down. Now he does have the barbarians, so now he is gonna play them. And that will be a good amount of damage. So let's go with Bomb Tower here to clean up those. And I think he doesn't have any solid ground card in his deck. So we can actually keep under pressure. We can go Wall Breakers left side. And then if he decides to spend, for example, okay, he goes Miner. He doesn't have anything in cycle for the Knight right now. Perfect. Really good Little Prince here as well. Knight will end up tanking quite a bit. And then afterwards we can go with ability and then probably prediction lock. I don't know if he already cycled to the goblins. I'm not really paying attention to his cycle like very carefully, but he should have the goblins now. So let's go with a lock. Okay, looks like he doesn't go with the goblins. Instead, he just takes the damage from the Guardian, and the Little Prince also should be able to get on the tower. He's probably gonna lava out soon, so let's actually go with the prediction goblins plus Wall Breakers left side just to keep under pressure, just to be annoying. Probably gonna force out some arrows, or okay, he actually gonna take both of those connections. That's a lot of damage. We can go with Knight here, and then we can just go with Little Prince in the back in the same lane as the Lava Hound. We're gonna force out either Barbarians on the right side or get a good amount of damage. There you go, there's the Barbarians. Let's go with a Miner to the left side. In the meantime, the Little Prince should be able to DPS down the lava as much as possible. Okay, let's go like this, let's go like that. If he goes with arrows, okay, perfect. We're gonna lose the tower for sure, but we should be able to take down his right side tower, and I don't think he will have enough elixir or enough push to like go for the 3-con or anything. We do need to watch out. It's always like scary seeing the balloon like that, but I think we should be fine, especially since we can cycle towards a second, well, not a second, but a new Little Prince, and that should be GG. We just need to make some time, so we go with Bomb Tower off to the side. Balloon will not make it to the tower, and as you guys can see, a pretty nice victory against a lavaloon deck, which is not the easiest matchup because we only have Little Prince in this deck. The good thing for us is that we have so many cards to pressure. Like as you guys saw, we were constantly applying pressure with the Wall Breakers, with Minor Goblins, with the Knight. Very important to keep track of the cycle, even though I wasn't really paying attention that much to the cycle. Most of the times it's really easy to like keep track of, for example, the Barbarians, which is like the main counter he has against our Knight. And then of course the Goblins sometimes have it ready with like a prediction lock, should also be really nice. Okay, let's go with Miner like this, especially since he raids the left side. If he doesn't defend the right side, it's gonna connect, and then the Miner to tank for the 1 HP Wall Breaker on the left side. Okay, so we get the connection on the right side, that's very nice. Let's go with Little Prince in the same lane as the Mega Minion, and then he goes with Sparky. I kind of want to pressure here, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to just go with Knight, Goblins, see what he's gonna defend, okay. And then afterwards we can pop the ability to kill the Sparky with it. Nice, perfect, very good timing there. Little Prince will stay alive, so he's gonna probably have to defend that. Or if not, okay, he's just gonna take the damage. Interesting, let's go with Miner, and oh my god, let's go with a Knight here to retarget the Lumberjack. There was gonna be a lot of damage. I was expecting the Lumberjack to go towards the Miner, but instead we would have to go with a Knight last second. Lumberjack deals a lot of damage, so I definitely didn't want to take that. Okay, so interesting deck by him. Lumberjack, Sparky, Zap, and Giant Skeleton. Giant Skeleton is actually getting a buff soon, so maybe this guy is really happy with the upcoming balance changes. It's gonna be interesting to see how the meta changes. I don't know if you guys saw all the changes, but there's gonna be quite a little bit of changes. Little Prince is gonna get nerfed. I think the Queen is gonna get a pretty big buff, so yeah, Archer Queen might come back to the meta, and then see whatever changes in the meta with some buffs to, for example, cards like Giant Skelly. Okay, I'm gonna keep under pressure here. I'm gonna do the same exact play as before. We should be able to counter that Sparky with just the ability, which is 3 elixir. And then here we can go with a Knight plus Goblins on the right side to pressure. Let's then go with Wall Breakers as well. Knowing that he only has Zap, well, at least he only showed us the Zap. So I think the Wall Breakers should be able to connect. We do need to watch out because he might support this. Okay, wait, he also has Goblin Giant. What? Okay, this is kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. Let's go with Goblins here. He's gonna probably Rage plus Septis. Okay, let's go with Wall Breakers to try and distract this as much as possible and then cycle back to a lock. And I think, okay, I think that was the best defense we could have done. I'm so confused. He has Giant Skeleton plus Goblin Giant. I don't know what to say. Okay, let's keep up the pressure here. I definitely want to try and pressure as much as I can always whenever he goes with Sparky. This way we try and force out as much elixir on defense as possible, while afterwards not being able to support his push of the Sparky. Okay, perfect. Yeah, he will definitely not be able to support it with a Goblin Giant this time. So that's good for us. Let's go with Goblins here. On the Sparky, we do need to watch out. Okay, let's go with Knight to tank. Let's go with a Little Prince. Knowing that he has Zap and Rage, I guess he doesn't have a big spell to deal with our Little Prince. So let's try to take advantage as much as we can of the Little Prince. Wall Breakers here. Just to distract, we actually force out a Zap, which is really good. And then I think it's important here to keep up the double lane pressure. It might be kind of crazy because we didn't deal much damage towards the left side tower, but always we're gonna force out some type of elixir. So I guess it's a decent play for us. Okay, let's go bomb tower here. This is kind of scary, but I think we should be able to defend this. Okay, let's see. Let's go with Wall Breakers off to the side. Let's go with a poison defensively. Okay, perfect. Let's go with Knight here. Let's then go with a miner defensively as well to tank for the Giant Skeleton. Okay, let's go with Goblins. I don't know what's going on, to be honest. Okay, we end up taking down the Sparky, so that's good. Let's go with Wall Breakers to distract the minions. And then, yeah, as I said, I don't even know what's going on right now. He's probably gonna Sparky again. Yeah, there you go. He goes with Sparky. So let's go with Knight plus Goblins left side. Let's just leave it like that again. Or actually, let's go with Miner as well. And then afterwards, we get the ability down. Okay, let's go with ability now. Go with Wall Breakers left side. Little Prince will end up going down. He's probably gonna ignore. Okay, he doesn't ignore it. That's very good for us. Can go with Bomb Tower here on defense. I'm gonna poison just in case. I just want to make sure that we get a good defense here. Let's go with Lock. Let's go with a Knight on defense as well. Knight will receive the shot, but it should enemies be a good defense. Goblins on defense just to make sure. Let's go with a Little Prince plus Miner on defense as well. And then, okay, I'm gonna ability and then keep up the pressure again. Little Prince is so good in this matchup because of the fact that he doesn't have a big spell to deal with it. And then here the Wall Breakers might be able to connect as well. He's probably going to counter push on this lane. Yeah, I'm just going to go poison defensive. Let's go with Goblins off to the side to distract everything. Go with a Bomb Tower, Little Prince on the right side. It's going to connect. We keep up the pressure with some Wall Breakers forcing out a Zap or anything. And then in the meantime, the Bomb Tower plus everything should defend it. Poison on defense just to make sure. And that's going to be a victory against a very strange Sparky deck. Wasn't actually expecting the double tank. Like, it kind of caught me off guard there. But anyways, I think we did a really good job at defending. Well, yeah, constantly applying pressure on both sides. I think the most important thing was, always keep up the pressure while trying to take down his Sparky, or while just making sure that he doesn't have enough elixir to make like a huge push with the Sparky. With, for example, I don't know, like a Giant Skeleton plus minions plus Rage or anything. I was just constantly trying to force out elixir on defense, while also making sure that he doesn't build like an insane push. Because I feel like if his deck was able to make a big push, it might have actually been pretty rough for us to defend it. Okay, so looks like we're up against Goblins plus Knight. Could definitely be a mirror match. I guess after seeing those cards, he shouldn't have much for Miner in cycle. So I'm gonna go with Miner here on the right side. And then he goes with Little Prince. I'm just gonna poison it. I don't really want ability. I know that the Knight is gonna damage our Little Prince quite a bit. But then at the same time, I don't really care about protecting it that much early on in the game. I think afterwards we definitely will. But right now we don't really care about it that much. Okay. So looks like we're actually playing a mirror match. Could be something else. Or it could be a different version, I mean. He might not have Wall Breakers, but he might have, for example, Delivery. Okay, I'm gonna go Knight here. I'm gonna go Wall Breakers in the back. Knowing that he has Goblins, I kind of want to go Miner plus Prediction Lock on the left side. Okay, let's go with Lock here. And let's then go with Little Prince up high. I feel like Little Prince up high in this matchup is often awkward for him. Especially if he doesn't have Delivery. In this case, he does have Delivery. Okay, it's good to know that he has Delivery. I feel like in this situation, we should just take the damage on the right side. And then go kind of all in on the left side with a Knight plus Wall Breaker push. Let's see if it's worth it. I think it's gonna be worth it. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be worth it. Look at the amount of damage we dealt. And look at the amount of damage he dealt with the Knight on the right side. And then now especially, okay, wait 1 second. Let's go with Goblins here. He's got ability, so we need to go with a Miner defensively. And this is kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. Because the Little Prince is also locked onto the tower. There's gonna be a lot of damage. I think we should definitely go with a knight last second, especially even if we're down elixir, especially in these type of matchups where it's kind of like an exact mirror match. Except for one card in this situation, we definitely want to make sure we don't take too much damage, and then afterwards try to make a comeback. Okay, I'm gonna go Little Prince here in the back. I'm gonna go Poison here, kind of aggressive, but we need to make sure that we come back with the damage. With the Poison, we're gonna equal up the damage, and then as you guys can see, we're gonna force out the Poison defensive. Okay, wait, let's go with Lock here. Let's go with a Knight, and then cycle back to another Poison. Okay, perfect. That's already gonna be a good amount of damage. He's definitely gonna Miner in the back. Okay, very predictable on his part. And then I'm gonna go Miner off to the side. I don't think he's gonna expect it there. Let's see if he does predict it. Okay, looks like he does predict it with Goblins in the back. Let's go with Wall Breakers at the bridge here. And let's then go, I guess, with a Lock here offensive. And I think Little Prince being on the field is very important. Okay, he goes again with a Miner in the back. Watch out with the Goblin. Yeah, let's go with Goblins just in case the Knight doesn't end up going there. And then we need to get, yeah, as many poisons down as possible. Okay, I'm just gonna poison like that. I'm gonna ability right side, I think, just to keep the Little Prince alive a little bit longer. And then I'm gonna Miner up front with a prediction lock, knowing that he has Goblins cycle. In this case, he just used the Goblins on the defense on right side, which is even better for us because this way he doesn't have it. Okay, let's go Knight here. Let's go Wall Breakers right side just to pressure a little bit, just to be annoying. Let's go with Miner here on offense, and then let's go with a lock on defense, making sure that we don't lose our Knight too early on. Okay, let's go Wall Breakers on defense. Watch out with the Miner. Okay, we took a lot of damage. We should be fine though. I think we should be able to defend this. Okay, let's go with again a Miner. Let's then go with a lock here on defense. Let's go with Goblins to distract everything. In the meantime, our Little Prince is getting a lot of value. And as long as we don't take too much damage here, our Miner is already chipping down the tower. So nice. Perfect defense while sending in a Miner. Miner getting in the damage we need to make sure that the Poison takes down the tower. And that's going to be another victory in today's video with this Miner Poison deck. He actually played that pretty well, I'm not going to lie. I feel like we did make a few mistakes in the last match. But anyways, it's kind of rough sometimes to play this matchup. And then he had Delivery, which is actually really good against our Little Prince. And we had Wall Breakers, which in most of the times is pretty easy to defend on his part. So that's gonna be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to smack the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to subscribe. And I hope to see you guys in one of my next videos. Take care, guys.